Today we are finding the area of compound shapes, but instead of just all rectangular shapes, we're also going to incorporate triangle shapes. So we definitely want to break the shape into shapes that you know. Well, recall that we know rectangles, how to find the area of rectangles, squares, and triangles. So what I'd like to do is break this down into one of those three. So I'm going to go ahead and erase that. And let's go ahead and draw a dotted line. And if you notice right here, I can see this little part right here would be a triangle, and then this bigger part right here would be a rectangle. So here's my dotted line. If you just bring that straight down, there's my two shapes. Here's my triangle, here's my large rectangle. So first let's go ahead and find the area of the large rectangle. If you notice, this rectangle is a 5 by 10. So again, that area is length times width, so it's 5 times 10, and this right here is 50. Now here's where it gets a little difficult, is to find this area right here. Recall that the area of a triangle is equal to base times the height divided by 2. The base and the height form a 90-degree angle. And so my 90-degree angle is right here along that dotted line right here, right there. So that means this is my base, and let me get a different color. This right here, that's going to be my height. So let's figure out what the base is first. If you recall, this whole entire thing is 8, but I don't want the whole entire thing, I only want this section. Well, recall the parallel sides are congruent, so this whole section is 8, and this little section is 5. So if this is 5 here, which means this section is 5, that means this section has to be 3. So my base is actually 3. Now let's go ahead and look at the other parallel sides. This side here is 10, and just this little section here is 6. Well, 6 plus this number has to be 10, and you're right, that number is 4. So in order for me to find my base and my height, it's my base, which is 3, times my height, which is 4, divided by 2, which is equal to 6. So how to find the area of the composite shape? Let's go ahead and add the area of the rectangle and the triangle. It's 50 plus 6, so my area of the compound shape is actually 56 meters squared. Let's go ahead and do one more. So this is a little different one. You notice, see a triangle here, see a triangle down here, and that means this area right through here is a very long rectangle. And this dotted line just tells me the length of this whole compound shape. From here to here is 11. So let's draw dotted lines. Well, there's my triangle here. Here's my other dotted line here. So first let's go ahead and find the area of this large rectangle. Now, this rectangle, I can see right here that side length is 4, but it's not of 9 because 9 only stops here. If you notice, I want to go further out, and it's exactly what this is right here. It's the whole entire length, So this whole length right here is actually 11. So this rectangle here, this area is actually 11 times 4, which is 44 meters squared. Now let's go ahead and do this top triangle right here. Recall from here is only 9, but the whole entire length is 11, which means 9 plus this number has to be 11, and therefore this is 2. And again, this right here is 4, which means this is 4. But you need to recall this whole entire thing here is 6. So if this is 4 and the whole thing is 6, that means this little section can only be 2. This triangle right here, my base is 2, my height is 2. So let's go ahead and do this other one. We know right here my base is 2, but now I got to find that height. Well, let's figure this out. This whole entire length is 11, which is here, which means this has to be 11. Which 7 plus what number is 11? And yes, this is 4. So I'm going to go ahead and find the area of this triangle. Area of the triangle is base times height divided by 2. My base is 2 times 4 divided by 2. So my area is 4 meters squared for this one. Let me go ahead and do this one. This area of this little triangle, base times height divided by 2. Area is 2 times 2 divided by 2. So area is actually 2 meters squared. Now, to find the area of the whole compound shape, let's add the small triangle, which is 2, plus this very large rectangle, which is 44, and then this little bit bigger triangle, plus 4. So that area is equal to 50 meters squared. Hopefully, these two examples help you find areas of compound shapes that actually incorporate rectangles and triangles.